Welcome, everybody. It is my honor, Dina Barraza, as the founder of Avanti Women and the host for this evening, to introduce Pat Wright. She joins us today to talk a little bit about mindfulness and meditation. This is a 4-part series, and so October 6th at 7 p.m. we'll be talking about mindfulness and the body. On October 13th, we'll be talking about mindfulness and your thoughts. And then on the 20th, we're going to talk about mindfulness, standing and walking meditation. So this is a 4-part series. And I do ask that if you're not able to attend, just to let us know, because what Pat needs to do as part of a requirement for her certification is she has asked for everyone to provide her email address so that she could send out some feedback questionnaires on her style and facilitation. So I think that's really important. We typically don't give out our email addresses, so I just want to let everybody know on the call that if there is any challenges or issues with that, please contact me directly, info@avantiwomen.com, and we will make sure we honor your wishes. So just wanted to give you that option. So Patricia, Pat Wright, we thank you for being part of our circle of strong women. You've done quite a few speaking engagements for us. In terms of some, housekeeping, what I'd like to recommend is that we, as I kick it over to you, everybody mute themselves, and that way utilize the chat if you should have some questions. I know with this type of a format that Pat will at the end. And those are why I'm going to put it on mute, is because my dogs are, in the downward dog position right now. So they want to communicate and participate as well. So I will be putting it on mute. So with no further ado, Pat, I'm going to have you take over, and please let us know a little bit more about your credentials.
Thank you.
You get it for me? I don't want to miss anything here.
Thank you, Dina. I'm happy to be here tonight to connect with you all. For those of you that don't know me, I started learning about meditation about a decade ago. I chose to learn about Zazen, Vipassana, and insight meditations from many different teachers: Jack Kornfield, Tara Brach, Sharon Salzberg, Joseph Goldstein, and Haekwang Sunim. And I also have received valuable teachings from Thich Nhat Hanh, Ram Dass, Pema Chodron, Eckhart Tolle, and Michael Singer. I'm certified in Qigong, medical Qigong, and meditation, as well as Reiki. And currently I'm completing my practicum as a mindfulness meditation teacher through Jack Kornfield and Tara Brach certification program. So welcome to you all, and I'm really happy to be here to be able to share about mindfulness and meditation this evening. And just to add to a few things that Dina spoke about, a couple more housekeeping items, is that we are recording the session tonight, and as it will be submitted as part of my certification requirements. And to avoid any background noise, that's why we've asked to mute until we get to the Q&A segment of tonight, where I'm looking forward to having a very rich discussion on your direct experience. If you're not comfortable with being recorded, please feel free to use the chat to ask any questions or offer any comments. And you can also email me as well, and my email is posted in the members website for Avanti Women. I'll also be emailing out, as Dina mentioned. I asked for the emails because I have to submit student evaluations as part of my requirement. And so I'm looking forward to receiving your valuable feedback. So please complete them and return them. So I think that about covers all the housekeeping, or I'm hoping so. Let's start building your self-care kit. So as I said, tonight I'd like to introduce you to mindfulness and meditation. And just out of curiosity, with those of you that I can see, I was wondering how many of you already have a meditation practice? Okay. So one of my teachers, beautiful. One of my teachers, so a couple of you do, beautiful. But what I want you to realize, as one of my teachers, Tama Chodron, says, we start where we are, arriving here in this moment. So let's do that together. As you breathe in and out, I want you to feel your whole chest. So feel your whole chest right now as you breathe in and out. Now I'll invite you to place a hand on your chest if that feels comfortable. And with the next breath, I want you to feel caring that you have for a loved one or pet. So as you feel your whole chest, feel yourself caring for a loved one or pet as you breathe in and out. Breathing in and out. And with your next breath, feel yourself being cared for by another. Feel the whole chest and being cared for as you breathe in and out. Feel being cared for as you breathe in and out. Notice what you're experiencing. Resting your hand back. Rick Hanson explains the neuroscience of this. When we tuned in and paid attention to our whole chest with the breath, we quieted the mind. Then when we engaged in caring for another, our loved one or pet, oxytocin was released, also known as the cuddle hormone, that full body warm tingling sensation that you feel when you're snuggling with someone or your pet. Then when we felt cared for by someone else with that breath, a sense of safety calmed and relaxed our body. A few short breaths, just a few, we quieted the mind and relaxed the body. That's pretty powerful. Pausing, slowing down to focus your attention with care on your breath. In this moment, that's mindfulness. Imagine the benefits of practicing this throughout your day. According to the Greater Good Science Center, Berkeley, studies show that mindfulness helps us to focus and tune out distractions, improving our memory, our attention skills, and decision making. It increases positive emotions, reducing stress, depression, and anxiety. Boosts our immune system, improving our sleep quality. Practicing mindfulness makes us more resilient. In this fast-paced world where we're bombarded with information through multimedia platforms and technology, just like today, news about global pandemic, climate change, and protests, to name a few. Add in the speed and busyness of your daily life, work, family, friends, community. It's pretty hard to be mindful with everything when everything's vying for our attention. So how do we stabilize our attention? We learn to meditate. Meditation is the training ground for learning mindfulness. We meditate so we can become familiar with here and now. A regular daily practice helps us to develop the ability to quiet the mind and relax the body, to be present throughout our day, hopefully every day. When I first sat to meditate, I remember my attention span was maybe a few seconds, maybe. I discovered very quickly that my mind was very scattered, going from judging to planning to to remembering, to thinking. This is traditionally called the monkey mind, going from one branch and one thought to another. So we need to establish an anchor to steady and focus our mind. So tonight I'd like to begin with the breath, as it's always with us. The beautiful thing about the breath is it's always changing with its different rhythms, long and short, soft and subtle, morphing and moving, bringing us more intimately into the aliveness of life. The most important thing to remember with the practice that we're about to explore is to approach it with friendliness, a curiosity, and not with a judging mind. So let's explore this. I'll invite you to find a comfortable position where your back is tall, yet relaxed. Feet on the floor, unless you choose to be cross-legged. Resting your hands in your lap or on your thighs. Sitting in a way that promotes the relaxed alertness and ease. And once you've found that comfortable position, gently close your eyes, or if you wish to keep them open, downcast them with a softened gaze towards the ground. Take a moment to feel your sit bones against your seat. Feel it supporting you. Feel your feet connect with the ground or the seat beneath you. Sense it supporting you. Let's begin with repeating the breaths we did earlier. So with your next breath, feel your whole chest as you inhale and exhale. Feel your whole chest as you inhale and exhale. With the next breath, if it feels comfortable, place your hand on your chest. Feel caring for a loved one or pet as you inhale and exhale. Feel the whole chest and caring with the inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And with the next breath, feel being cared for by another as you inhale and exhale. Feel the whole chest and being cared for as you inhale and exhale. Now I invite you to gently rest your hand back if you had it on your chest. And bring your focus to your nostrils. Sense your breath as you inhale and exhale through your nose. Sensing the inflow and outflow. noticing your experience. Perhaps coolness in the nostrils, or a swirling, tingling in the back of your throat. Or a coolness or warmth of the air as it touches your upper lip. Noticing the temperature of the inhale and the exhale. Now I invite you to bring your focus down to your chest. And as you inhale, sense your chest rising. And as you exhale, sense it relaxing back. Sensing the rising and relaxing back of the chest. Following the inflow and the outflow. Sensing the rising and relaxing back of the chest. Following the inflow and the outflow. Now I invite you to bring your focus down to your lower abdomen, to your belly. If it feels comfortable, you may wish to place a hand there. As you inhale, sense your belly and hand rising. And as you exhale, sense it relaxing back. Sensing the rising and relaxing back. Following the inflow and the outflow. Rising and relaxing back. Allowing the body to breathe itself as it chooses. Letting the breath bring mind and body together. Now you may also like to experience your whole body breathing. Sensing the whole body filling with the breath on the inhale. And whole body exhaling with the breath. Following the inflow and the outflow. Whole body breathing. Following the inflow and the outflow. Now I invite you to choose wherever you feel the breath most easily in your body. At the nostrils, inhale or exhale, or perhaps your chest, rising and relaxing back of the chest, or perhaps it's at your belly, rising and relaxing back. Choose which you experience most easily. Focusing your attention there on the inhale and the exhale. Following the inflow and the outflow. Inflow and outflow. Now begin to notice whether the breath is long or short for a time. And in the moment that you notice that your attention has wandered, that's a magic moment. You're waking up. Come back to the breath and start again. Following the inflow and outflow. Inflow and outflow. Now with each breath, bring a half smile to your face. With each breath, bring a half smile to your face. Or if you're following with your chest, bring a half smile to your chest. Or if you're following the breath at your belly, bring a half smile to your belly. Staying with the breath, noticing the inflow and outflow. Half smile. Inflow and outflow. And as you inhale this time, whisper in your mind, calm. And as you exhale, whisper ease. Inhale, whisper calm. Exhale, whisper ease. And when you notice your attention has wandered, come back to the breath and start again. Inhale, whisper calm. Exhale, whisper ease. And this time, as you inhale, whisper in breath. And as you exhale, whisper out breath. Inhale, whisper in breath. Exhale, whisper out breath. With each breath, soften the whisper more and more. And if you're following the breath, it's your chest or belly. As you inhale, whisper rising. And as you exhale, whisper relaxing back. Inhale, whisper rising. Exhale, whisper relaxing back. Experiencing the breath moving in your body. Noticing if it's long or short. Sensing all the qualities of the breath. Each unique breath. And when you notice your attention has wandered, come back to your breath and start again. Following the inhale and the exhale. The inflow and the outflow. Begin to explore counting the breath. Let each number be whisper. Let it be a whisper in your mind as you count up to 10. Then count back, softening the whisper as you count. For those of you who already have a meditation practice, I invite you to explore the subtleties, the beginning, middle, and end, and the spaces between the breaths. Softly whisper as you count your breath. And remember, if your attention wanders, come back to the breath and start again. Following the inflow and the outflow. Another anchor to explore is listening to sounds. Pause and listen to the sounds both near and far for a time. Noticing the sound of my voice, the subtle sound, louder sound, any background noise. Listening to the sound. And remember, when your attention wanders, come back to listening to the sound. Another anchor to explore our touch points. I'll invite you to slowly bring your attention to your right hand. Feel the contact if it's touching something. The sensations inside your hand. The temperature. Now bring your attention to your left hand. Feel the warmth or coolness, the richness of sensations, perhaps tingling or numbness, vibration. Now bring your attention to your right buttocks on the chair or cushion. Feel the heaviness, hardness, pressure. Is there a temperature? Feel the whole pattern of sensation. Now shift your attention to your left buttock. Feel all the changing sensations. Bringing your attention all the way down to your right foot, in contact with the floor or seat beneath you. Feel all the changing and sensations inside your foot. Now shifting your attention to your left foot. Tingling or numbness, pressure, aliveness. Then come back to the right hand, then the left hand, then the buttocks and feet. Sense each of your touch points for a time. Now I invite you to explore shifting your attention back to your breath for 3 breaths at the nostrils. Then the chest, and then the belly. Then shift to listening to the sounds for a few moments. Then feel each of your touch points. And then back to the breath. Breath, listening, touch point. Back to the breath. Your mind wanders, your attention wanders. Come back to the breath and begin the sequence again. Breath, listening, touch point. Coming back now, I'll invite you to gently open your eyes. As you continue to explore these anchors, you're likely going to experience some challenges. I know I did when I first started. Some of my challenges were sleepiness, restlessness, boredom, and if I recall correctly, I started to get frustrated with myself, started to judge myself. So to name a few, I hope that doesn't happen with you, but if it does, know that you're not alone. And as they arise, what I want to say is to let them be there. Acknowledge them gently. And then like the waves in the ocean, let them rise and fall just like the breath. Focus on feeling how the breath is breathing itself in the midst of it all. Remember, the magic moment is waking up and bringing your focus back to the breath. Even if you have to come back 100 times or 1,000 times, that power of returning is the very thing that is both training the attention and steadying the mind, bringing mind and body together. So please be kind, patient, and gentle with yourself. Like training a puppy, we don't beat the puppy up when the puppy doesn't sit and stay. We're patient and caring, bringing the puppy back again and again to sit and stay. Come back to the breath over and over and over. Set your intention to commit to practicing every day with a friendly, curious, non-judging attitude. Start with 3 breaths, just like we did today. Then take a rest. Then choose where you feel the breath most easily, whether it's the nostrils, the chest, or the belly, or maybe even follow the sequence if that feels right for you. Then take a few moments to listen to the sounds, and then maybe follow the sequence of the touch points. Then come back to the breath. Bring a caring, curious attention to the breath. Explore all of its mysterious qualities. I'll leave that with you to find out, and I'll come back to that next week. So as your week unfolds, in all the uncertainty and challenges that will arise, find your breath in the midst of all of it. Anchor yourself. Breathe in, whisper calm. Breathe out, whisper ease. Quieting the mind and relaxing the body. The neuroscience shows us that with training of the attention and mindfulness, there's greater resilience and stability and all the things that we know are the benefits. Give yourself the gift of self-care. Practice every day, even if it's for a short time. Whatever we practice grows stronger. So if you're practicing self-care, that gets stronger. Establish your anchor, the first tool of your self-care kit. So I'd like to open it up now to see if anyone has any questions. If you want to raise your hands or use the chat window, feel free. And if there aren't any questions or comments, maybe someone would like to share, or a few of you would like to share. Okay, Marie, go ahead. You have to.
I apologize. My computer went off, and I missed how you did the anchor.
Which, at the very beginning, you mean?
Yes.
So it was listening to. We started with the breath.
Right. Yes.
And we did the whole chest. So with the inhale and the exhale, I wanted you to feel your whole chest.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And then feel caring, like you were caring for your pet or a loved one.
Okay.
Feel that.
Mm-hmm.
And then to feel being cared for by another.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we went to feeling 3 breaths at the nostrils.
Okay.
3 breaths, the rising and falling, relaxing back of the chest.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rising and relaxing back of the belly or lower abdomen.
Okay.
Right? And then we went to, as we breathe in, whisper calm. As we breathe out, whisper ease.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to you choosing where you feel it most easily, whether it's your nostrils, your chest, or your lower abdomen.
Okay.
Right? And then we went to listening to sounds.
Okay.
To see if that would be a choice for you. And then we went to the touch tones. And then we came back to touch points of the hands, the buttocks, and the feet.
Okay. That's a touch.
And we came back to the breath.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Great question. Sorry that you missed it.
Well, I missed a part of it. I have to call Apple.
That's okay. Are there any other questions?
I don't have a question, Pat, but I just want to say thank you and that I really enjoyed all of the different options that we got to try.
Awesome.
Because I could tell which ones might work for me, and to at least tonight, which ones appealed to me and which ones didn't. So I thought that was a nice sampling.
So Mary, which one do you want to, would you like to share which ones resonated most with you?
Well, I have a little analog clock that sits on my desk where I'm sitting, and so it was just a really gentle little tick for
Oh,
every
beautiful.
second, and so that was helpful for me. And there was one, the one that I didn't really resonate with was the tonight, anyways, was the touch points going from the hands to the buttocks to the feet.
Okay.
Yeah, but I like
Okay.
the sampling a lot.
Okay, beautiful. Continue to sample them. I know for me, what I'll share is on some days, listening really resonates with me to anchor me. Another day, it might be my breath that really anchors me. And then another day, it might be the touch points, and it can vary even throughout the day. It's whatever brings me into that, whatever really quiets my mind and helps me to relax. So that's why I like there to be more than one, so that we can always come back to whichever anchor is, really resonating with us in the moment. At least we know we have a few in our toolkits to come back to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing, Mary.
You're welcome.
Anybody else like to share their experience with the different anchors tonight? That's okay.
Hi, it's
Hi.
Tina. So for me, both the sounds and the breath, like focusing on my breathing, really worked for me. The touch points as well did not, tonight didn't do it for me, but listening. And the funny thing is I was listening to sounds of my partner cooking, which was, it wasn't like clanking of pots, so it wasn't distracting. It was like hearing something steam or whatever that. And so that was quite calming. Funny enough, I didn't
Beautiful.
think it would be, but yeah. So thank you very much. It was,
Beautiful.
I think I fell
Happy.
asleep, so that's good. Well, that's
So
good.
that means you relax. Beautiful.
I was,
Beautiful.
yes. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Would anyone
Well,
else like?
Pat,
Yes.
I just wanted to say I tried it with my eyes open, and I don't know what it was, but I was trying to watch everybody else, and then I'd be like, okay, back to breathing. So, sometimes I'm looking forward to the meditation and walking because that works for me.
Yes.
Being a high touch, huge kinesthetic learner, and full extrovert. I'm surprised I didn't jump out a few times and do other things. So I think for me, it was just really trying to sit still for an hour and really listen and doing it with my eyes open, but still applying it. So it worked for me tonight. So I'll try the next time closing and see if there's a little bit of a difference. So, but thanks, Pat. And
beautiful.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate your guidance. And I think on behalf of Avanti Women and everybody on the call, let's keep the conversation going. If you could provide your contact information for those that joined a little bit later, the call, the Zoom webinar has being recorded, and that we are looking to take your email address because Pat will be looking for your feedback for her certification. So we do wish you the best. Hopefully all of you will be on the call October 6th, the 13th, and then the 20th. Just think the next time we connect, it's already next month. And so before we wrap up, was there anything you wanted to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you all for joining tonight, and to let you know that next week we'll be exploring another anchor, which will be mindfulness of the body. We're going to cover a body scan. And I'd like to leave you tonight with this. The end of all our exploring, says T.S. Eliot, is to return to where we started, and know the place for the first time. And with that, I'll say good night and thank you for your
Beautiful.
kind attention.
Thanks, Pat.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Pat. Good night, everybody.
Thank you very much. Good night.
night,
Thank
all.
you.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.